I've been absent. Yeah. Uh, really busy times. Lots of stuff to take care of. Some stuff at home. Some stuff at work. But now I think I'm I'm almost back on track from as I was before. I haven't even had any time to watch stuff on my own. Uh, so what's to say about reacting to stuff? Uh, but I'm still here. I'm back. I watched again the last episode to refresh things in my mind, as it has been like a month or even more. Um, yeah. So this is episode 4 of Attack on Titan season 3, part 2, and let's go. I don't have to recap, right? You guys remember what happened before better than I do. Yeah. Yeah, yeah means house, right? I think this pun it makes more sense in Japanese. I'm still shook, man, and it really bothers him that Bertholdt saw right through him. Shit. I'm only holding until you can get back to us. That's basically what he's saying. What the hell are they gonna do, man? I hope it's something elaborate because they're not in a situation that they can easily handle. I hope it's something creative at least, or that successfully shows us the stakes and how they're gonna have to resort to unorthodox strategies or something like that. Perfect game. Is it related to baseball? How would you not know what's that explosion about? They're throwing rocks? The Beast Titan. He alone did all that? I mean, he's got big hands, but holy shit. Teamwork. They have a very good synergy. Wow. That's gonna do a lot of damage. It, it has the potential to kill every every scout on this side of the wall. Jesus. It's that guy we just saw, right? Yeah. Rest in peace, my dude. It's a nice extrapolation what they did here with the blood. They don't even know because they can't see. Look at the the red tint. There's a red tint on top of things, like a blood mist. This was a very nice choice. Oh, he looked so bad on that scene. The CG, especially the animation. No joke. One of us right here. And they're all new scouts too. Jesus Christ. Two most stoic creatures from this universe. I'm bothered by the rain, the rock rain. Is not gonna care. He's on a mission. That's not the unorthodox strategy. That's the most stupid and desperate one. Well, the Thunder Spear is probably too fast for him to repel it with its steam. Who knows? Oh my god. His size looks so inconsistent here. I mean, Eren should be at least as tall as his knee, right? Maybe the size varies depending on energy and whatnot. He's gonna kick him. Yeah, not for a second. Is that thing over there? That thing thrown over there our best hope? The last hope of mankind? Yeah, there's also that. Wow. And he looks good in his animation. The Colossal. Oh, it can. It can deflect. Repel at least. Oh shit. Mina! Damn. Mikasa took a hit, right? Yeah. Thunder Spears exploded right next to her. Oh, look at her face, man. She's losing hope. They all got scorched. They're collectively losing hope. And there's also that to help the process. Oh wow. This sound effect. I think this side of the wall is having it even worse, man. To be honest. If they weren't trapped, there'd probably already be deserters. This is heavy. And with this song, I love this song. Shit. I'm excited about what's gonna happen on the climax of the song. He's got a plan, but there's gotta be something in return. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What could it be? What could it be? Are they going to like charge at the Beast Titan? But how's that gonna give Levi an opening? Basically, every war leader that has ever lived. Except Irving has more dignity than pretty much anyone I've ever known about. Damn, this is heavy, man. Oof. Levi squad. The guy. You wanna know? Oh shit. I don't remember their names, but I remember their faces. Oh god. It's a farewell then. He's taking the burden off him. Yeah. He's surprised. He didn't thought that he was actually gonna get it. This transference of roles. He's surprised and glad that Levi took the mantle. Oh my god. He's a madman. But aren't we gonna have no speech? Like, he just said, let's go. Yeah, scatter. It's not gonna do much. Oh, here we are. That would do nothing. Yeah. There's gotta be something else. The Titans. Yeah. Just make an arc around him. Oh Christ, this is gonna look great. Wow. The certainty of death is overwhelming. Soda. Soda. Jesus Christ. I'm goosebumps from top to foot. Oh, that line. Holy shit. The fear in his face, man. The desperation. Oh, wow. So this is what was waiting for me. Holy shit. It almost knew that I needed uh an emotional mental break to get to this point healthy and able to take the punch. Holy cow. God damn. Wow. Oh, god damn it. What an episode. What an episode. I'm truly overwhelmed by it. Truly overwhelmed. This might very well be one of the best, if not the best, episode of Attack on Titan to this date for me, from those that I have seen. Holy shit. Holy shit. During this last cut, I went in and rewatched that ending uh, another 3 times. Goddamn. Oh, that there's a lot to say about this episode, but I just feel like I just got beat up and left on the floor. I I I truly do think that's the end of Irving. I felt it. I felt it. I felt it coming. You know, uh, I kind of felt it coming. Those inner monologues he was having, those thoughts and reflections on the past, on his decisions, on his dreams, on his really on his whole journey that brought him to this point. It's not that it felt like his role was fulfilled or that his development was entirely made. He still could have uh, a plentiful role in the narrative, but it was all. It's not that he was hinting, but he was setting the ground for it. Whenever it came, uh, his death would have had all the landmarks, all the checkpoints it had to have for a character of his size. Those last, I don't know, 5 minutes were overwhelming, man. The the use of this new song as the weird red haired soldier was talking, basically verbalizing every every desperate soldier ever. You don't truly know the horrors of war. You don't truly know the lack of sense, the lack of clarity, the the stupidity. It comes in a big wave. When you realize it, it comes in a big wave. It's overwhelming. It suffocates you. And he went through this whole process at that moment, remembering the speeches, the lies. He kind of came to terms that he kind of knew that it was a lie. You know, as he was saying, there was some sort of self-consciousness there. He even talked like in a tone that, and using a certain choice of words that allowed us to realize that he even knew some of the language speech tactics that are used by war leaders, war chiefs, to rally their men, to lift morale, to basically convince naive young people to fight for someone else's ideals, to to make to make them believe that this fight is also theirs. So he remembered that, and it's a mix of uh, it's kind of a mix of a sudden realization that he knew all along, like a catharsis, an epiphany, and also just the awakening. He just broke through a veil that he always knew was there. I thought I felt a mix of those two. And then it cuts to Irvin, the most self-aware dude on this show, one of the most. And at the very end, we saw him reduced to the same level as that red-haired, screaming, crying guy. He had his delusions. He lived by them. He allowed himself. He he allowed to fool himself with the lies and and the delusions of having like the fulfillment of his desires, as selfish as they might have been. And he always knew that they were selfish, but he was a kid chasing a dream, the dream of honoring the memory of his father, and this naive curiosity, the same naive impulse that was the drive for the red-haired soldier to want to become a chief, to want to become a well-known soldier. That same drive, that same simplicity of mind is what brought Irving all this way, because he knew he was telling lies. He knew he was making a character. He was never fully committed to any kind of cause. He was playing a role. He did what he had to do. He impersonated to the utmost of his skill, of his talents, to just be convincing and keep pulling through and getting to the point where he would be able to fulfill his desires and his dreams, to achieve his end goals. And to the very end, he stuck to it. He knew that at that point, the ploy, the interpretation, was already bigger than his journey. That's the effect of war. To bring this this pack of lies, this slew of lies, as he said, to a point in which it becomes the ultimate truth of everyone's lives, of everyone's involved. War is basically the death of the self. It's the embracing of the collective. It's about this intricate and complex process that takes you to having your own ideas, your own ideals, and having them mixed up with a whole bunch of other stuff that are not yours, that never belonged to you, that were at some that was at some point shoved down your throat and you had to swallow it, and now it's in you. So at the very end, Irving kind of confessing to Levi, he was he was one last time uh, allowing himself to be fooled by his own dreams, by his own wishes, and he needed that to gather strength to lie one last time because he knew he had to. There was no other choice for him. There was no other option. When he was on top of the wall and pondering to actually just leave everything behind and go reach the basement and and fulfill his desires, he wasn't truly thinking about doing it. You know, it's just like any of us when we have a truly important assignment, a truly important task, something that has a lot of stakes, and on the back of our minds we are like, can't I just go home? Can't I just not do this? It was a moment where he allowed himself to have those thoughts, but they were they were never embedded with any sort of truth or real intention of of actually carrying it out. And at the end there, he was fully committed in the lie. He was 100% in on this idea to bring the lie to the next level. And when he said that they would die believing that the ones who come next would find meaning in their lives, that that's very strong, and it could be read in many ways. Like either will they see the foolishness, the the lack of meaning in our sacrifice, and see the world and see this conflict and see this reality, the life experience with more clarity, with or will they at least find better ways of fighting? Will they at least keep finding their own truths, their own beliefs, their own ideals, to keep pushing and fighting against the cruel world that they live in? And he carried it out. And he carried it out. He carried the ultimate lie one last time. He led the charge. He was in front. He had the face of desperation, of fear. And yeah, I think he's gone. I think he's gone. And it was also very well orchestrated, very well planned. The the way they broke the linearity, and they kind of pieced it together to feel to fuel the momentum of that point, of that act. If it was all like linear, I think it wouldn't have had the same effect. First, there's impulse. Second, there's explanation. And third, consequence. It's much like the whole drive of this whole show, if you think about it. And they've done it before as well. Other crucial key scenes, climaxes that are punctuated by stuff that's not linear and that help add to the present, so that when it comes back, we will be seeing it with a lot more meaning. And it's all in the same momentum, which is something you can kind of lose sometimes when you leave some preparations and talks to before to do before the action starts. When you put them in the middle, they all kind of merge together, which is something they did really nicely here. Oh, I'm trying to think of other things. I'm certain there's a lot more to talk about, but I'm just overwhelmed right now. I'm sorry about the lack of really good commentary or anything truly insightful. I was actually recently linked by a friend. A friend linked me an article that was thoroughly criticizing Attack on Titan for being a fascist show, and I'm kind of getting to understanding at least some points. I haven't read the article, but I'm seeing probably where the article may have come from, and I'm not agreeing with it. I might discuss this later when I finish the season. I I I have another channel where I intend to upload this just random anime stuff, commentary, analysis, whatever, if I have the time and the willpower. Levi going through the Titans. I don't think he's gonna make it. That's the thing. I don't think he's gonna make it there. I mean, he might make it there, but I don't think he's gonna kill the Beast Titan. I don't think he's gonna kill the Beast Titan. I don't think he will die because we saw the scene with him on the roof. Uh, but I don't know. I think it would be kind of a waste to see the Beast Titan go right now. But damn, man, Irvin, Irvin, and he was great. Like it was an unglorified death as well. It all it, when you think about it, it all comes kind of neatly in this theme of not glorifying too much war and acts of war. There is a stronger theme when it's related to self to more personal struggles, to when Eren personally has to face has to overcome big obstacles. We even had that with Sasha in the first half of the third season, right? There was a there was a Sasha episode. Those episodes they focus they emphasize a lot in this overcoming, and they are very epic about it. And when there's a big scale conflict, like in war, y- usually there is usually a balance. It's like the show wants to follow the euphoria, the the from the battlefield, from the momentum of the soldiers, but it also has to always compensate with brutality and gore and destruction and just events that, if you were on the battlefield, would be something that would minus 10 morale. It's never too much one-sided, just glory and epicness. There's always destruction, killing of innocents, uh, structural damages, mental, just mental disruption. Ah, that was tough. That was heavy. That the sequence with the fallen scouts, like you can see it's something that truly bothers Irvin because he said it even to Levi. So as a part of the process of, you know, years of years on top of years of building the lies, of building the character, of impersonating this war rally leader. It's maybe a part of you that 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 learns to use as leverage the fallen soldiers, the fallen comrades, and also part is actual sentimental. You remember these people, you remember how they believed in the lies, how they followed through with it, and how that ultimately led them to their demise. Those those things are a burden on Urban. Perhaps on uh, perhaps part of it burdens even more because deep inside he knows that he already even admitted it, that he knew that he led those people ultimately on a selfish based on a selfish goal of his own, but telling them otherwise, obviously. I wish I had taken my time before coming to speak about this episode. Wow. But yeah, that 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 final speech, we could see the very soul of Urban right there. Like everything was in conflict there, everything was exposed, everything was out in the open. The con man, the war leader, the commander, the frightened child, the everything was out there. The naive kid that wanted to chase after his father's ideas, that wanted to make justice for his father. All of it was out there in the open, and this conflict, part of him telling lies, part of him being absolutely bluntly honest. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. It was a great end to that character. It was like the perfect end. Like it's like it shows that there's no other road for someone who chooses this path. It inevitably leads to this edge of the abyss. And the saddest part is when you get there, you still have to lie to yourself one more time that it is worth to just jump on it. And we saw all that. We we were able we were able to see all that. His conflict, his self-motivating to be able to convince those kids. And it was very interesting also the scene with Levi taking the burden. I don't think Levi is gonna be on his shoes now. It's probably Hanji the next in line. He even said it once before. I think when he was arrested, right? I don't know if it was through the letter. I think I think they even talked about it in person, and he told her that she was gonna be the next one if something happened to him, that she would be in charge. Okay, let's be done with this. I'm. Bah.